In this video, we are going to talk about 10 incredible vehicles that you can buy right now. So before starting this video, please like this video and subscribe to this channel for our future updates. Let's start. Number 10. Volkswagen Golf GTI, Jetta GLI. For years, it's been virtually difficult to match the VW Golf GTI's all-around brilliance. Until now, the Jetta GLI, its three-box sibling. These V-dubs tick all the boxes and excel in all they do. They are cost-effective, powerful, spacious, and fast. It's their unflinching sense of hilarity that makes them so appealing. They're just as enthusiastic about a crosstown run as they are about slamming into the braking zone. It's better than 1000 Instagram likes to throw a perfect heel and toe to one of the world's best manual transmissions as you rotate toward the apex. And with roomy back seats and either the hatchback GTI's spacious trunk or the GLI's massive trunk, you'll be able to take the rest of your now perfect life with you wherever you go. Number 9. Toyota Supra. Since it's also one of the best cars to drive fast, period, the new Toyota Supra is one of the best teaching aids for learning to go fast in the world. As if it had a bullhorn bolted to its dash, the Supra broadcasts what it's doing in response to what you're doing with the controls. The car's abundant body motions as the tires nibble at the edge of adhesion talk loudest, while the steering is clear and precise. It's also a cheerful daily driver. BMW provided the platform and drivetrain, and Toyota fine-tuned the components to perfection. The Supra's suspension is as supple as taffy over big bumps, the steering has a satisfying heft, and the inline-six engine is refined and mellifluous. We almost don't miss getting a manual gearbox to stir because the regular 8-speed automatic works so well. Almost there. The Supra is a fantastic value in addition to being a fantastic sports car. Toyota, I congratulate you. You've managed to put back a Supra-worthy vehicle. Number 8. Ram 1500. American automobiles used to be synonymous with luxury. They were slick, silent, and strong creatures. Consider a 1950s Cadillac or Lincoln, which were plush domestic behemoths with rumbling V8 engines and bodies bolted to full-length frames. We'd fly these over vast swaths of territory, transporting our families and imaginations to places we'd rather be. All of those things are still possible. We just do them now in cars. Ram accomplished this by envisioning the light-duty pickup as a comfortable but functional transporter of families, fertilizer, and dreams. The Ram 1500 is not only the best truck on the market, it's also one of the best cars. Its plush ride, luxurious cabin, and smooth power delivery take it to places we never imagined a pickup could go. The smart, opulent, and functional Ram 1500 is one of the pillars of 10 best assessment, and if part of a pickup truck's goal in 2020 is to be as comfortable as it is capable, you won't do better than it. Number 7. Porsche Macan S Turbo. The Porsche Macan is outstanding in terms of strength and grip, but it's the faith it instills that sets it apart. It does so in a variety of subtle ways. The steering, brakes, and suspension all provide bits of details. At any speed, it feels alive, which is a characteristic shared by Porsche's entire lineup. The Macan is elegant and smooth, never harsh. Two new Turbo V-6s were introduced with the 2019 facelift. S models get a 348 horsepower 3.0-liter V6, while Macan Turbos get a 434 horsepower twin-turbo 2.9-liter V6. Because Porsche was unable to give us a base 4-cylinder model, our 10 Best award does not apply. The fact that the Macan is Porsche's oldest vehicle and still shines so brightly is a testimony to how high it set the bar. There are SUVs that are faster. There are also SUVs that are more realistic. However, among sports sedan want-to-be SUVs, the Macan offers the best mix of enthusiasm, refinement, and practicality. Number 6. Porsche 718 Boxster. Even the most ardent supporters of our corner of Michigan will not describe it as exotic. Some cars, on the other hand, don't need a fancy environment to feel special. Because of their ability to turn the bumpy, winding roads of this corner of the Midwest into true driving adventures, the 718 Boxster and Cayman have gone unbeaten on the chart. Both the Boxster and the Cayman have a simplicity of intent that defies our professional realism and makes every trip unforgettable. In a world of driveway mops, these Porsches perform like calligraphy pens. The Boxster and Cayman remain evidence that Porsche has not lost the qualities that made it great as the internal combustion sports car reaches what is undoubtedly its 11th hour, and as Porsche rushes into its own electric future. Every turn of the wheel leads to a romantic getaway. Number 5. Mazda CX-5. The term, lifestyle vehicle, is also used to make cars like the Mazda CX-5 seem more exciting. However, when we say, like, cars, we're referring to a loose association. Since, despite the fact that there are a dozen or more compact crossovers on the market that tick the same boxes, none of them are genuinely comparable. The appealing ethos of Mazda is just as evident here as it is in the Miata. Anything else in this class seems clumsy and burdensome after driving a CX-5. The CX-5 compares favorably to entry-level BMW and Mercedes models with accurate steering, a controlled ride, and a finely designed interior. We're not saying the CX-5 is flawless. Its base engine is slow, and it lacks the cargo capacity of some competitors. The CX-5, on the other hand, could shine too brightly for mere mortals to gaze upon if it had more room for your belongings. Consider the slight error as Mazda's attempt to keep us from being completely absorbed by our own perfect lives. Number 4. Kia Telluride. The Kia Telluride is a unique vehicle. Exotic Fastarossa uncommon, not small batch production, cost as much a mansion rare. But it's one of a kind in terms of how ridiculously amazing it is. Its arrival harkens back to the introductions of the Lexus LS400 and Acura NSX. Those vehicles, like the Telluride, reshaped the landscape, elevated their brands, and sparked a Maalox run from Stuttgart to Detroit. Despite the fact that minivans have more room, the Telluride has a luxury and polished side that no minivan can match. Kia, on the other hand, hasn't designed this home solely on the basis of features and amenities. The Telluride is quieter than a Land Rover Range Rover at 70 miles per hour, and it has the hushed, refined ride of SUVs costing tens of thousands of dollars more. The only consumers we can think of who may be disappointed by the Telluride are other automakers who will eventually purchase one to reverse engineer. Until Kia knows what it's done and increases the price, get one. Number 3. Jeep Gladiator. Is there a hidden beach trail that only locals know about? It's as easy as that. Rubicon Edition Gladiators are the off-road equivalent of a Corvette on a racetrack if overlanding is your thing. It's the vehicle for getting a good time outside. When compared to other pickups of similar size, the Gladiator isn't the best, and it's certainly not the second best. It's not just a truck, though, it's a convertible pickup wagon designed to look like an 83-function Swiss Army knife on wheels. It will assist you in harvesting grapes, purchasing yeast, moving storage casks, uncorking your wine, and drinking it. What else does the Gladiator have that only a few other 10-besters have? A transmission that is operated by hand. We've determined its love based on all of its characteristics. It's taken car and driver 65 years, but we've finally figured out what Jeep owners are always saying. We've actually grasped the situation. Number 2. Honda Accord. In the year 2020, speed is anticipated. So when we say the Honda Accord is a sleeper, we're not referring to the fact that the base model accelerates from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 6.6 seconds. Because of how the chassis reacts when roused from a lazy commute, this sensible family sedan is a sleeper. Every on-ramp and off-ramp becomes a brief respite from the mundane and monotonous with warning steering and fluid handling. And if the driver does, the Accord's perfection never stops. At highway speeds, the cabin is quiet, and both the front and rear seating areas feel spacious. The Accord Hybrid offers Prius-like fuel economy without the Prius despair and ineptness. Choosing to drive an Accord has always been a wise and secure choice. When you hustle the car harder than most drivers, it becomes something much more rewarding, entertaining, and enjoyable. The Accord's complex competence is always ready to be awoken by a discerning pilot. Number 1. Chevrolet Corvette. The 2020 Corvette Stingray is different than those that came before it. Moving the engine to the middle of the car has not only taken its performance to new heights, but the sports car's image has been catapulted from mouth-breathing, tire-smoking semi-muscle car to supercar disruptor in a single bound. It's good enough to reclaim California from the grip of the imported sports car, and if you're under 40, for the first time in your life, the Corvette isn't an old man's car. All this mid-engine goodness starts at just $59,995. And what you get is a V8 supercar that costs less than a base 718 Boxster. Corvettes have always aced value and performance tests, but moving the engine has created a different sort of stingray. Now there's an American sports car set up to send more than a few Porschephiles into Chevy stores, a Corvette that's ready to retake the coast. What do you think about our video? Which one of the above you wish buy right now? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoy this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications before you go. Thanks for watching.